Happy Monday, everybody. It is Craig, Whisperinstoryteller here. I hope you are well. Well, the actual recording date of this video is Sunday the 30th of January, and it will be the 31st of January when you actually watch this, when I upload it. So we've made it to the end of the month. How fantastic, eh? So first of all, you'll probably notice that the room is a little bit different this week. I've moved it around. So I've normally got my desk here with this stuff behind me, but today we are facing this way. The reason I've done that is because a lot of the lighting that I use in the other setup relies on one of the circle lights, that you get. But using this way, I am using natural light to sort of wash over my face and body, whatever. And I always think natural light always looks that little bit nicer, rather than standing in front of a big torch kind of thing. So I think natural light always looks much, much more appealing than artificial light. What do you think? What do you think of this setup? So behind me, it's less busy maybe because all of the shelving with the equipment on and LPs and all of the retro things that I collect are kind of out of shot now, but that doesn't matter. So please let me know what you think. Is this a nice setup? What do you think? And of course I've got my camera here, which I mount on an arm. And the great thing is, you can have it any way you like, really. But that seems okay to me. What do you think? So yeah, back to the end of the month. As you know, as it's been well documented, I have given up chocolate and bread. And Monday the 31st, which is when you're watching this video, is my final day of this diet. So I can have as much chocolate and bread as I like, and I've promised myself that I can have a few treats. So I'm going to go down to the shops just after this video, and I'm going to buy 3 bars of my favourite chocolate bars, UK chocolate bars, and I'm going to have them ready for Tuesday morning, and I'm going to inhale them. So I'm already thinking maybe a Star bar, maybe a Bounty, maybe a Cadbury's Walnut bar. The choice is absolutely off the scale, and I'll probably take about half an hour to even decide which ones I am going to have. So as you know, I'm mad on chocolate. I absolutely adore chocolate and bread. The thought of having a nice hot buttered slice of toast is so appealing to me after nearly a month of having nothing. So how has your diet gone? Some of you guys were saying that you have gone without beer and bread. I think a few of you were doing a similar diet. I hope it's gone well for you too. Hence, I'm going to say I'm not actually going to jump back into lots of bad habits. I'm not going to be eating bread and chocolate every day. I am going to try and limit myself, and that way we don't really have to give up anything. Just everything in moderation is the key, don't you think? Yeah, but of course we all try to be a little bit healthier and a little bit more aware of what we eat and drink. But I think a little bit of what you like or what you fancy never does any harm as long as you can control it. So let's have a look at what we've done over the last last week. So the last time I saw you, I made a channel intro video. So after many months of having ideas to put together for a channel intro video, I finally thought I would go ahead and do it. I had lots of ideas, but I think it was last Saturday morning I went for a walk down to the coast here, and we filmed a few scenes of me just walking around, and I think it seems quite nice, and there's been some really nice comments from you guys, so I do appreciate that very, very much, as always. So I worked Monday morning, so normally I get Saturday, Sunday and Monday off, but I worked Monday, and I uploaded the video on Monday afternoon. So it's been a very low-key week, nothing apart from working, making food on a night, watching an hour's TV, and then going to bed. I think everybody is kind of in that space at the moment. So it's been a very uneventful week. In the news, we have, here in the UK, we have the Boris Johnson scandal, the parties in Downing Street. That is still dragging its heels. This report that we are waiting to hear and see, which will be detailing all of the events that took place, just seems to be taking forever to be published. And the police are now involved, and it's almost a little bit farcical. I've never known us to wait so long for just a piece of information. This Sue Gray report, we keep hearing about, when will it materialise? So for anyone who's not familiar with it, our government in the UK was reported to have a number of parties during the original lockdown in 2020. So while our Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, was detailing and briefing the public, us, to not meet up with other households, to keep a distance, wear a face mask, limit any social interactions, he was actually going ahead and having parties with like 40 people behind the scenes. That is absolutely mad. But this report, this Sue Gray person who is compiling a report into the string of offences, her report has been in the wings for weeks now, weeks and weeks, and it was meant to be published last week, and for some reason the police are now involved, and they are asking her to omit lots of information for some reason. I'm not sure what all that's about. Just had a helicopter pass by, and it took forever to disappear in the distance, so I had to do a little cut there. I've also had to lock poor Flossie out of the room, so I tried to do this video a little bit earlier, and she was really snoring loudly, and I've had to put her outside because a few viewers saying that her purring is a little bit of a distraction, and I can hear her nudging against the door every few minutes, trying to get in, probably not understanding why she's not allowed in, because she normally likes to sleep next to me when I'm doing these rambles. So another thing that's been in the news is these tensions with Russia and the Ukraine. What on earth is going on there? It seems to be escalating, and hopefully it will reach a resolve without any conflict. But very, very worrying. So on Friday into Saturday, we were hit by another storm from the north, and it was Storm Malik. And again, very, very scary. We had the winds howling around the house, around the streets. Tiles were being ripped off roofs, trees were being uprooted. you see this kind of thing because the damage that these storms are doing is off the scale. And we seem to be getting more and more of these storms. For some reason, is this climate change, do you think? Do you think it's one of the reasons why we're being battered by these? So Storm Malik has now passed and gone off to Denmark and Scandinavia. However, we are anticipating the second storm, which is going to be hitting tonight or into tomorrow. And this is going to be Storm Corrie. Strange name. But this storm is going to be coming from the west. And obviously it will hit the east coast last. But yeah, I hope everybody is going to be safe. And it is a concern. And I'm also aware that in the US there's been a lot of really bad adverse weather, snowstorms and lots of things like that. So of course it makes you realise that we're not out of the woods yet. Winter is not over. We were just starting to think, the nights are getting a little bit lighter. But this is a reminder that it is not over. And we've still got a few months before we get out of the woods. But like everybody, I'm starting to really look forward to being able to go outside a lot more and cut the grass even, which can be a real chore at times. But even just milling around in your garden seems like a real luxury at the moment because we are indoors quite a lot of the time. So in Amazon, where I work, we had a little game of Deal or No Deal before Christmas, and I won a 3-course meal for two in an Italian restaurant, which is a chain. There's a lot of them around the country, but I'm going to go along to that tomorrow and enjoy that, and maybe have a couple of beers as well. So I might get some footage of Newcastle and show you guys. It's a lovely city and not too far away from here at all. So really looking forward to that. I mentioned last week that I was going to start writing a children's story, and despite thinking about it every day and coming up with ideas, I still haven't written any more, just because of the workload. With work, and then obviously doing some videos for this last weekend. So I will be looking at creating some time just to scribble some notes down and get some ideas going, get some creative juices flowing, that kind of thing. So how's your week been? How are you? And like I said last week, it's so nice to hear and connect with you every week and see how things are going. And there's not always a great deal of news to share. Sometimes we have very low-key weeks, which is fine because I'm not really travelling very far at the moment with the weather and the darkness and that kind of thing. And it's also made me realise the amount of home repairs that I've got to do. I went up the attic last night and I can see in daylight in a couple of spaces, so I think maybe a roof repair or replace is also on the cards. It's made me realise that there's always something that's going to come and take one job's place once it's finished. So the garden fence, the roof, I probably need some windows replacing, just because of age and feeling a little bit of a draft when you put your hand against the window. So yeah, the jobs are never ending, like everybody is. Everybody has the same. You think it's just uniquely you that suffers from this kind of constant setback with finances, but it's everybody. So guys, not a great deal to say this week, but I'm going to leave you here and I'm going to wish you very well for the week ahead. keep the comments coming, keep connecting, subscribe if you like this kind of content. I've got lots of ideas for some upcoming videos, and thanks for the suggestions that you guys give me. Hopefully going to get back to some reading videos as well, maybe reading some bedtime stories, that kind of thing. Yeah, there's always room for some really good content other than rambles, but I know you guys seem to enjoy the rambles every week, and just sitting here having a catch up with each other, eh? So my friends, I'm going to sign off here. A very short ramble this week, but have a fantastic week ahead, and I'll catch up with you next week and give you an update on how things have been. So have a lovely week, and I will see you again next time. Take care.